What is up, you guys? Renegade Gamer here, and I am playing This War of Mine, the little ones. Now, if you ever played any kind of shelter simulator or time management game, stuff like that, well, this is kind of like what that is. Um, you're in a war-torn country. You have to build and find supplies. You know, you have to find food, collect water, trade, defend yourselves, and keep your people alive until it's time to leave or hopefully get evacuated. So what I'm going to do is I already got a game started. I'm still at the very beginning. I haven't done really anything to it. So I'm going to continue that one and we're going to see how far I can make it. And to be completely honest, I'm not sure if I'm going to. Let's get into it. Loading. Loading. Day one. See, still at the very beginning. Fuck the war, huh? Very insightful. Alright, let's see. How long has the siege lasted? It's hard to say when every day is a struggle for survival. The city is crawling with snipers. Shelling is ordinary business almost every night. Phones don't work. There's a shortage of food and meds, and many people are left homeless. Bruno and Marco have always been good friends, so when the war broke out, they decided to stick together. They met Pavle, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, while scavenging for supplies. He used to be Pogarin's star football player. Now he's just another homeless victim of war. So they teamed up, hoping for the best. Okay, so these are the three survivors I start out with. That I know of. The further you get into the game, the better you do. You have chances of getting more survivors. So we're gonna go ahead. Now, as you can tell, this place is pretty much looks like garbage. You have to work on. Let me see. Okay, I can zoom out. There's all downstairs, the basement. It looks like 2 levels for a basement, and then you got the 3 levels upstairs. Now, one of the main things you gotta do is make beds. What is it? Oh, make beds, stove, metal shop, and finally a water collector. That's all the main things. Now, this man here, as you can see at the bottom right, his name is Bruno. He is also essential to your survival because he's a really good cook, but you have to have the supplies for him. So, I mean, if he goes, it's a little tough. I mean, the other characters in the game can cook, but he's really good at it, so he's also faster. Alright, I'm gonna go downstairs with him and go check some things over here. Now, it's always good to scavenge and look for supplies. Alright, switch to this guy. Have him check here. Switch to him. Have him check here. Alright guys, I will be right back. I have to take care of something real quick. So give me just a couple minutes. Alright, I am sorry about that. Now, back to what I'm doing. Okay, so you need to pretty much scavenge your entire shelter when you first start. Collect all the supplies you can. And then after you get some improvements started, then go out into the game world and go to other locations, find more supplies, and just keep going with what you gotta do to collect all the supplies. Pretty much you gotta do everything you can. There are dangers, there are places that have lots of supplies, and then there's also places that have lots of supplies that are very dangerous. And those places require weapons to defend yourself with. So go up here, start taking down the rubble. Now there's things in here that you need lockpicks for, so I will build up the metal workshop here in just a moment. Try to get some of this crap all situated. And one of my guys is already slightly sick, and he's already slightly wounded, which that's weird. I don't have any food yet, no medical supplies. So we shall get this going. It takes a little bit. Oh, and there is a winter system that takes a little while, and then you have to literally fight to survive during the winter as well. It gets really cold, and when it gets really cold, people can get really sick. And they get sick quick. So keep an eye on that during the winter as well. Down, now go this way. Ah, okay, so I'm all out of lockpicks. So that one upstairs needs a lockpick. That also needs a lockpick. So okay. Try to put some of the stuff down at the bottom. And then at night, in this game, the only time you can go out and search for supplies and stuff is at night. And then it brings you to this screen. At the left end, you get to pick who you want to send out. Put him to guard, put him to sleep. And I'll use him to scavenge, because he's a skilled scavenger, and he holds the most. So then you get a pick. Where you want to go, and then just make your choice. You know, we'll go to the shelled cottage first. Okay. Alright, here we go. The first thing I do is go inside and look for a fridge. And then grab it all. Except I will... once you completely check an entire spot, there is no going back to it. Unless you put something back in it. Let me zoom in, so there we go. Make it a little easier to see. Go here. And digging with your hands takes a little bit, but you need to do it until you can unlock the shovel. You can also revisit locations, unless one is blocked by too much snow, or two, there's fighting between the rebels and the military in this game in that area. Then you can't go back to it. I'm not entirely sure how many days it takes in-game before the military fighting stops. In certain areas, the snow takes a little while. So, come on, dig a little faster. Come on, dig a little faster. There we go. Go check this out. Take that, take that, take that, take that. Alright, now go upstairs. Do this. Alright, now I'm completely full right at the moment. So push circle and your character will run to the closest exit. And then it'll take you back to your house. I'm sorry for the sniffling and stuff like that. I got a bit of a runny nose. Alright. And it's a good thing they always try to help each other out as well. Zoom out just a little bit. Okay, he is slightly wounded. So... Nope. There we go. He's slightly sick, so give him the pills. This one just slept poorly, so... Okay. Do that. And then use the other character. Go down. Now, where the beds go, I like to put the furnace. It just helps keep everybody warm. Down. Alright. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. And so when you send, like, the guy I have here, okay, put him to bed. I had him go out and scavenge through the night, so it's a good thing to let him go ahead and sleep. And then use Bruno. I need to make 3 of those. And with Bruno being the cook, try to use him as much. Okay, so then make him and then when you get a chance, try to make as much fuel as possible. So he's hungry and tired. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so make sure that you keep your people fed. With the other one sleeping, you don't have to worry about him just yet. And then it's 5:40 in the afternoon. About 6 or 7 or so in game is when it becomes night, and that's when your character goes out. And then you have traders that pop up every once in a while, so take advantage of that. I need a lot of supplies. That's what I need. And part of the thing to survive is once you upgrade your workbench, you need to patch up the holes in the walls and then reinforce the door. That way raiders don't get in. Well, even if they get in, and make it a little harder for them. And then also weapons. You're gonna want weapons left at the base, so when people do attack, then your guys have something to defend themselves with. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the day. And then have him scavenge. And then go back. back and scavenge the actual supplies, like the building material, wood, and all that stuff. Alright, collect supplies. Now, like I said, he has the most storage space, so it's good to take him. See, like that right there. Except for teddy bear. And there we go for that. So, alright, he's completely full. Go ahead and have him head back. And you're going to repeat this process at least a few times while you're doing all this. But it's a really great game. I like the feeling of it and the style of it. And just the all-around concept for it is really nice. See, like right here, we've been raided. Someone came at night to take our things by force. They stole one thing of meat and one water, but I also brought down a lot of stuff, and Bruno slightly got wounded. So alright. So take him, have him go back to sleep. And then, like I said, you're constantly going to want to try to build up supplies and get stuff going for yourself. This is the next thing you're going to want to have built. This is a metal workshop. This is where you're able to make lockpicks, knives, shovels, you know, and then when you upgrade it, saws, stuff like that. You upgrade it to its final stage, you'll be able to make guns and stuff like that. I have no idea where he's going, so it's okay. I'm just gonna go sit down. Alright, now that that's done, go back in here, turn around, build another bed. This way, you send one person out to go scavenging and the other two can sleep. So it's a good thing to do so. Now I'm going to use him. Go down. Go right here. And going to turn around and make the shovel now. In case I run into any place that needs to have anything dug up again. It makes it a lot easier. Or like there in the bottom room in the bottom corner if you can see it. Yeah. There we go. All that needs to be dug up. There we go. And each person has their own personal needs. Like he's a smoker. He really doesn't have anything. Neither is he. But Bruno is a smoker, so you gotta find cigarettes and all that wonderful stuff on that one. then what do I have? Let's see, can I make anything else? Make some more of this, because one, you need it to cook with your food, and two, for your stove when it starts hitting winter. I think I have enough. Okay. Oh. The trader's at the door. Okay. So look at what he has and see if you can use any of it. What I like to get is try to pick up material. Turn around. See, and it takes a little bit. You need to actually, like, work at getting him. There. Okay. Now he's gone. So I'm gonna have a lockpick. Let's go up here. I know I should have probably tried to get some food, but that didn't hit me right away. You're gonna want to go downstairs again, and now I'm gonna put him to sleep because he's slightly wounded, and it helps him recover. And I made him something to eat. So this is pretty much what it is. So, alright. Go down here. See what I can make. This is something I will need. You definitely need one of these, but at the same time, one of these is really good to have. For a simple fact that there's a military outpost, and if you make alcohol, it's one of the best things to trade with them. So let's... I wonder, can I upgrade this yet? I can. So go ahead and try to get these upgraded quickly, because then they open up more stuff for you. Alright, and now as you see, there's a lot more in here. The trap is really good to have for the fact that you make it, you collect rats, and it's meat. You gotta be able to survive. Then you come up here. This is what I was talking about, board up. You need to have this to repair all the holes and stuff in the walls. And then everything like that to be able to make your place a little more safe. And then you got the herbal garden. You can also improve it to grow vegetables and stuff like that. And then you have this. It's stuff you need. So you gotta work at it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the day. And jump right in. Like here's possible trade. This guy, one of his main things for trade is meds. So if you have meds then that you can spare, that's what he likes. Otherwise, it's a little hard to barter. So scavenge. Let's see. No. This one. Okay, so there's no real supplies out on that area. I forgot lockpick. Damn. Take all that. Down here needs another lockpick. Oh, I forgot the shovel. Oh, I'll just have to wait. And that's all I could collect right now. Alright, brought back material. Damn it. Alright. I'll go ahead and patch up, show you what this is. Oh, he's gonna do the big one. Cool. This is stuff you really need to get done. I'm already running low on food. I need to go find a place that has more food. Alright, there's one of the first ones. Now I know there's that next hole up there, and then this one right here. Not winter yet, is it? Can I upgrade this yet? No, I can't. Damn. I think I have enough to make 2. Oh shit. There's people at my door. Oh, cool, thank you. That works out perfectly. There we go. Alright. So... let's see, the shovel makes it a whole lot faster. Okay. There we go. So, alright guys, that's it for this video. I will be back again later with another one of the same game. Hope you guys enjoyed. And you know what? You guys are absolutely the best. Renegade Gamer out.